I wanted to give an update on FFL Checkout. Over the last couple of months, a lot of work has been done in adding new features and capabilities to FFL Checkout. So I want to kind of review what the changes are and just do a little demo. So some of the stuff in here, so you see you can configure your checkout message. This all was there in the past, but now you have configurable background colors and text colors, so you can customize those to your site. The same thing with the first and last name notice that shows up on the FFL selector. In-store pickup, still the same. You can plug in your FFL and then you'll have an in-store pickup button to quickly select your FFL. All this stuff is the same. Form location, show map, yes or no. Enable mixed cart support is a new feature. So when this is enabled, it allows you to have firearms and non-firearms, or FFL items and non-FFL items in a cart, and then allow the non-FFL items to ship to a specified shipping address, while the FFL items will go to the selected FFL. The mixed cart notice text. This is just a configurable notice that tells the user that they are in a mixed cart mode and that they will have two different shipments. And also the background colors and text are configurable here. Another new feature that we've added is ammunition compliance states. So what this does is this will force the FFL selector to appear on ammunition products when the shipping state is one of the states that you have configured here. So to add new states, you can select the state from the list, say Alaska, add state, good to go, or just X them out to delete them. It's defaulted to California, Colorado, and New York right now because I believe those are the states that have that restriction where you have to send ammunition to FFLs. And here's the configurable message that also appears for whenever we are forcing folks to select an FFL for ammunition at checkout. Another new feature that we added is the ability to restrict sales for certain states. So for example, if you wanted to restrict sales from, say, Alaska, you can select firearms, ammunition, or all products. Like, what do you want to restrict? You'd be able to select that. So I'll select all products in this example. And then maybe Hawaii, I want to do all products as well. But then maybe, Colorado, I just want to restrict firearms. I can do that. And then maybe California, I want to restrict everything again. So you can add as many of these restrictions as you want. You can also edit them. So if you want to change Hawaii from all products to just firearms, you can click on it and just select firearms and it switches back. And these are the various configurable messages that'll appear. So firearms restricted message, ammunition. So these are all the notes that appear when the customer tries to place the order. It'll pop up with these error messages. Allow CNR upload. That's always been there. This is really only if you're dealing in curio and relic firearms. Otherwise, I would always leave that off. Otherwise, what we do is we allow the user to upload their 03 FFL, and then it'll record that FFL to the order and then allow them to check out. The FFL Blacklist is a new feature as well. So this allows you to remove certain FFLs from your search list so your customers will not see them. So you can click on that Manage FFL list, and then similar to the FFL search, you have the same search here where you can plug in a zip code, a radius, and a dealer name, and search for those dealers that are in that area. And if you want to remove your neighboring store from the list, or for whatever reason, maybe you had a drop ship that they were a pain in the ass or something, and they refuse drop ships, you can go ahead and add them to the blacklist. So go ahead and add as many as you want, and then you can remove them using these controls here. Gives you a confirmation pop-up. So you can go ahead and remove those, and then you can see you can hide this list again. It says now one FFL is currently blacklisted. So now you can go ahead and save these changes. So the one thing I wanted to demonstrate with you is the mixed cart and the ammunition compliance features. So if I look at my settings here, I see in California, Colorado, and New York are ammunition compliance states, and I have my enable mixed cart support. So let's head on over to the website here, my test site, where I can go ahead and shop. And what I'll do is I'll go ahead and add a firearm to the cart and a non-FFL item to the cart. And then go ahead and view cart. And then I proceed to checkout. And then you can see here that I actually have some other items in here. Let me fix my cart. Let me clear this out. I want to start from fresh. So let's remove the ammunition so that I have that firearm and the non-FFL item. So let me go back to the checkout. You see here it has the billing information, and then it has this notice here, so you must search for and select an FFL dealer. So you can go ahead and search for an FFL dealer, select an FFL. Then down here you see the notice you have both FFL and non-FFL items in your cart. Firearms will be shipped to your selected dealer, while other items will be shipped to the shipping details here. So here you can see the shipping information, which is defaulted to what they put in for the billing address. So they can go ahead and submit that order. And what you'll see in the order details view is that you'll have both the shipping address here and the FFL dealer information with a note that says FFL items were shipped to the FFL and the non-FFL items were shipped to the shipping address. And if I showed you something else here, because I want to show you what it looks like now in the order details view. So if I go to orders and pull up that recent order that I just created, what you'll see is there's a section here that has the FFL information. It has saying that it's a mixed cart, the item shipment requirements here, and it shows the items requiring FFL shipment, and it shows the firearm, and then items with regular shipment, and it shows those. So it kind of splits out and categorizes the two different shipments that need to be made. While we're in here, another feature that I've added is the ability to re-upload FFL licenses. One of the features that one of the issues that has popped up recently is that if we had an FFL on file and that FFL file was corrupted or was the wrong FFL, you didn't have the capability to re-upload. Well, we've currently added that, so now you do have the ability to re-upload. So I wanted to show you the ammunition compliance order next. So let's go ahead and create a new order on the site, and just for ammunition, and go ahead and view cart, check out. So say, my billing address is here. If I want to go ahead and ship to a different address, say I want to ship to one of those compliance states like Colorado. So I'll put in a fake state, Colorado, and then what you're presented with immediately is that FFL dealer required message, ammunition shipments to Colorado required delivery to a federally licensed firearm dealer. Then you go ahead and hit select FFL dealer. The page goes into compliance mode. You'll see it in the URL, ammo compliance mode. And then you have the ability to, user will be able to select the FFL and select the FFL they want the item shipped to. And place the order, and you'll see that all items will be shipped to the FFL, and we're working with just ammo here. One of the other features that we've added is if you go under the dashboard under products, you have the ability to mark items as ammunition. now. We obviously do this automatically for all the products that Cockpit lists, but if you have your own product, your own ammunition product, and you need to mark that product as being ammunition, you can go ahead and do that now. Ammunition product with a checkbox here. You also have the ability to do the mass update here in the bulk actions and be able to mark as ammunition or remove mark as ammunition. So, trying to think if there's anything else. Let's head over back to the cockpit configuration panel. So one thing I'll also show you this with the state restrictions. So if I go ahead and place another order with a state restriction, so say I go to purchase a firearm and let's see, view cart, proceed to checkout. Now if I, oh shoot, I forgot what Alaska zip codes are. So if I pick a zip code in Alaska for an FFL 99529, plug in the zip code in Alaska 99529, find FFL. Oh, nobody in there. Let's expand it out a bit. Shit, I guess I picked a bad zip code in Alaska. 99580, let's try that. 99580. So, one FFL. So we'll select that, we'll go ahead and place order, and then you can see we apologize, but we are unable to ship any products to your state. Please contact us for more information. And remember, that's a configurable message that we have now within FFL Checkout. I think I pretty much covered everything. This has been a kind of a long drawn out update because of the many permutations of different testing that we had. So I think the next step is that we're gonna deploy this version as a downloadable zip file that you'll have the option to install. And if you do run across problems, please let me know. And you can always uninstall that plugin and then reinstall the plugin that you can get from the marketplace. And as soon as we're comfortable with these changes, we'll publish out the changes to the broader marketplace. So thank you, everyone.